Will the Senate please come to order? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Aquino. Senator Awa. Senator Chang. Senator DeCoit.
Here.
Senator Dela Cruz. Senator Elefante.
Here.
Senator Favela. Senator Fukunaga. Senator Gabbard. Senator Hashimoto. Senator Ihara.
Present.
Senator Inoue.
Present.
Senator Kanuha. Senator Keohokalole.
Yo.
Senator Kidani.
Aloha.
Senator Kim. Senator Lee. Senator McKelvey.
Excused.
Senator Moriwaki.
Present.
Senator Rhodes. Senator Richards.
Here.
Senator San Buenaventura. Senator Shimabukuro. Senator Wakai. Mr. President,
Present.
24 present, 1 excused.
Thank you. The chair has read the journal of the preceding day and approves the same. Are there any introductions this morning? Senator Gabbard. And then Senator Inoue.
Mahalo, Mr. President, colleagues and guests. Today I am honored to introduce the teachers and students from Uluwai Learning Center from the leeward side, which is actually just a couple hundred yards from my home in Kalailoa. It's an alternative after-school program, and they're here to learn about the legislative process. And so if you would please stand and remain standing until I've called your names, and if everyone would please hold your applause until all the names are called. So we'll start off with the 4 students from Kamehameha School in Kalihi. That's Ezekiel Abbey, Eleu Larson, Lily Larson, and Carson Leong Kailihiva. And then we have from Pearl City Middle School, Nakili Enos Tamanaha. From Ho'okele Elementary in Kapolei, Aukanai Bartels. And we have Rev Tagupa from Dreamhouse Middle School in Kapolei, and Rocco Silva from Honouliuli Middle School, and with them, Kumu Kamaka Cardenas, the program assistant, and Mr. Tyler Tagupa. Would you please give them all a hand? Aloha to you all, and welcome to your state senate. And Mr. President, may all their names be please entered into the Senate Journal. Mahalo, Mr. President.
So ordered. Senator Inoue.
Thank you, Mr. President, and I'd like to introduce Mele Kaneali'i. Will you stand, please, to the gallery as well as to my colleagues here, including you, Mr. President. Mele is a 2023 graduate of Molokai High School and current freshman at Hamilton College in upstate New York. And she has been interning in my office this past weeks. She is studying public policy and intends to return to Hawaii to serve as a policy analyst or legislative attorney. In high school, she served as the vice chairperson of the Hawaii State Student Council, chairperson of the Maui District Student Council organization, interned for U.S. Senator Brian Schatz, and earned a full ride scholarship to Hamilton College. As a native Hawaiian and fluent speaker in Olelo, Hawaii, she is passionate about native Hawaiian land and water rights. She picked my committee for her work here in her home state during spring break, since I am the chair of Water and Land, and she sure shepherded the committee throughout her term here. She has access to language revitalization programs, securing affordable and reliable air service for Molokai and Lanai residents, and more. And I'm sure our senator from Maui, Molokai, Lanai, Senator Lynn DeCoit, is very pleased that her student, one of her colleagues, has done well. And we're happy that she's has enjoyed her trip here in the Senate as well. We also wish her well in her college career and be safe. And she is here with my office manager, Tammy Kotani of IEA.
Well, we'd like to thank her for ensuring that all of the Waterland Committee reports were decked on time last night. Further introduction, Senator Fukunaga.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd also like to make an introduction of Mr. Toyama's immediate family. They're sitting in the gallery, Mr. Toyama and his brother Barney, and they're accompanied by Office Manager Tertia Koo and Rochelle Gregson from my staff. And also in the gallery, I think we have a visitor from Seattle, and one of my former staffers, Naomi Yanagishita, who is now with State Department of Health. Please rise to be recognized. Thank you for joining us.
Further introduction, Senator Decoit.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, today is my honor to introduce on your behalf the dedicated team from the Kauai County Clerk's Office, Jade Fountain Tanigawa, the Kauai County Clerk, and her staff, Christian Nakia Tressler, Janelle Agas, Allison Okazaki, and Randall Machado. If you'd please, thank you for standing, and if we could recognize them and welcome them to the Senate. And Mr. President, if I could enter their names into the journal. Thank you.
So ordered. Further introductions? If not, Madam Clerk.
On pages 2 through 15, Standing Committee Report numbers 3217 to 3349 for adoption.
Senator Wakai.
Mr. President, I move for the adoption of Standing Committee Reports numbers 3217 to 3349.
Senator Decoit.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Any objections? If not, the motion is carried.
Referrals and re-referrals.
Referrals and re-referrals are made in accordance with the supplemental orders of the day that may be filed later today.
No further business, Mr. President.
Are there any announcements? Senator Decoit.
Thank you, Mr. President. Aloha, everyone. Just a friendly reminder about the Women's Legislative Caucus 25th Annual Women's Legislative Easter Basket Drive. It will take place on March 27, 2024, immediately after the House session in front of the entry auditorium on the chamber level. The organizations that are participating include the Domestic Violence Action Center, Institute for Human Services, Parents and Children Together, the Salvation Army Hawaii, and Mohala Mai Women's Prison Project. Mohala Mai Women's Prison Project. We welcome your Easter basket donations, or you can also go online and donate as well. Plus, we'll get to see what freshman legislator has the privilege of serving as the Easter Bunny. Hope to see you all on Wednesday, March 27. Mahalo.
Thank you. Further announcements? Senator Kidani.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today is our 5th and final day of Education Week 2024, and I would like to thank the many hands who have contributed to making this week's program a great success. From our dedicated staff and community partners to our distinguished guests and their supportive school communities, it was heartening to see excellence in education celebrated with such enthusiasm. I would like to take a moment to recognize our community partners, Deborah Zeisman and Meli Andrade. I'm not sure if they're here or they're still outside in the rotunda. They are from Hawaii Children's Action Network Speaks and the Hawaii Early Childhood Advocacy Alliance, who coordinated the Early Learning Day, which took place this morning here at the Capitol. These fantastic teams coordinated an incredible day of celebrations, which welcomed inspiring speakers, keiki entertainment, and activities dedicated to high-quality early learning, education, and care. I would also like to thank the members of my wonderful staff, my committee clerk, Lisa Barnett, please stand, my office manager, Denisha Honda, my legislative aides, Mary Miro, Malachi Burrows, and Michael Mori, who was unable to join us today, and my intern, Haley O. May you all stand and be recognized. Colleagues, it has truly been a joy to celebrate with all of you as we recognize the deserving honorees of our 2024 Education Week program. I would like to thank you all for your participation as we highlighted the accomplishments of our students, educators, and leaders. Their achievements are deeply motivating and inspiring. As your education chair, I'm especially proud to recognize the accomplishments of our students as they make progress on their academic journeys. They may very well be sitting in these seats one day. I am also grateful to our Department of Education leaders who are so committed to our students and their education. Mahalo, Senate President, and now you the floor.
Thank you to you and your staff, Senator Kidani, for an outstanding program. How about a big hand for Senator Kidani herself? Any further announcements? If not, Senator Wakai.
Happy Aloha Friday. I move that the Senate stand adjourned until 11:30 a.m. on Monday, March 25th.
Senator Decoit.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. If there are no objections from the members, the Senate will stand adjourned until 11:30 a.m. Monday, where much will be revealed in the brackets.